Hello everybody. This is Ekta and Pooja, and welcome to our channel, The Journey Together. So today we have our host Marienna, who would be talking about her spiritual experience and how she came and explored her spiritual journey. So over to you, Ekta, if you want to introduce Marienna.
Welcome, Marienna, to our channel. And through this, the journey together, we are trying to bring an incredible line of healers, visionaries, and teachers from around the world, and bring everyone on the same forum. And we are trying to reignite, rebalance the sense of purpose, if you know what I mean. And to understand the science behind spirituality. It is a continuation of what we spoke to Kiran Didi and her journey into, shamanism. And I think you were part of it. So over to you. And you're also a Reiki healer. So we would like to hear something about that as well.
Okay. So where should I start? Probably at the beginning. I should say I went through a very long phase of mental illness, depression. And during that time, I was on heavy medication, almost on the brink of suicide. So I've come through a really hard time and lots of past traumas, past life traumas. My first real glimpse into spirituality was the fact that one day when I was in India, I was driving from Madras to Velankani, and I was in the car and something happened, and it was almost like a split second, but I saw my previous life.
Wow.
I saw a previous life, and it was like everything in a split second. It was everything that happened to that person was me. And I wasn't into all this before. Like I didn't realize that there was something called past life because I was brought up Catholic. So, in Catholicism, you'd kind of, this is all taboo, right? This is, you don't talk about past life. You don't talk about other gods. You don't talk about this. You don't talk about that. So, so that's what happened. It was like a glimpse, and I couldn't really tell this to anybody because like what exactly happened to me, right? It was such a out of body experience that I had. And so I kept this to me for the longest time. And so from India, I went to the Middle East, I lived there, and then I came to Canada. And the depression was actually diagnosed when I came here in my early 30s. And I was put on heavy medication. And for the longest time, it was like the struggle with mental health to just understand why was I even here. And through it all, this whole thing about knowing that I was not, like the dual reality was really something that was so weird and an experience. And I couldn't really make head nor tail of it. But I went through life, with the medication, trying to struggle, trying to cope with life. I have a son, I have a husband, going through the motions of life, but not really having a purpose in life. And I connected with Kia, after almost 20 years, I think. We had lost touch with each other, and then we connected, and she introduced me to Art of Living.
Right.
So there started my journey of practice of spirituality, but it never really resonated with me completely. Yes, I understood it, but it never really resonated with me. And still the struggle with depression and mental illness was so strong, and it went on for such a long time. And then when one day out of the blue, she calls out and she says, "I'm going to the Amazon. Do you want to come?" And I don't even know why I said yes, but I said yes. And I am so, so glad. I'm so happy that I did do that, because life has changed. And I experienced this whole mother. I experienced the earth, and I experienced medicine from the earth. So I experienced ayahuasca. And when I say I experienced ayahuasca, and Kiran mentioned this in her story too, the shamans, when they knew that I was on so much of medication, they actually said, "We're not telling you this, but we wouldn't advise you to have ayahuasca, which is medicine of the earth." And I said, "Okay, fine, I won't." But I was invited to the ceremony.
Right.
And so, you're sitting down in the Amazon, you're living in a little hut that is so rural, without, the toilet is so rudimentary. And I hate the outdoors. I hate going to camp, and I hate doing all that. And here I am in total oblivion. Nobody knows I'm there. The phones didn't work there because there was no, signal.
But the
But
energy changed your life.
oh my God, and how? And it was the most scary yet accepting experience, because you're like there and it's all raw, and you have no scale to look at it. Like, what are you experiencing exactly? But it was one of those most amazing things. And I recall that one of the ceremonies where they give you this ayahuasca, or the medicine, everybody takes it, and I just kind of touched it to my lips, right? And I was floating. I was a dragonfly, and it seemed, and I can still recall the experience as if I am in it. It was so strong. It was such a strong experience. I experienced not just that particular afterlife that I had seen. I saw other lives that I had been through, and it
Beautiful.
just showed me my soul.
Right.
So one question
And
I have, like, sorry to
sure.
interrupt you. For
No.
people who are not into all this, so for them, how would they? I mean, how did you understand that that is your past life? Was there something that was connected? Because I know people, I have friends who have seen their past lives and they could connect, like this pain, their pain in the knee or something, it's been, there's a connection. They saw that. So did you see something that could justify that, yes, that's whatever you're seeing, it's past, it's not your own thinking?
When you say that, it's I know it's not my own thinking, because I mean, after the experience, it's about 25 years or 26 years since I had that experience. I now can connect what I'm feeling now and going through now as what I have been going through in my past life. Without going into too much detail, if you want to know about that particular past life,
Would love to. I mean, if you want to
right,
share.
Sure. It was that so yeah, Pooja, you asked me about how do I know that it was my past life. And I think, one of the things that I learned later was that you carry your learnings, or you carry your pain throughout your lives till you actually can let go. And I see a kind of strain of life experiences that I had when I was in that past life. And if you want to know about it a little bit more, it's an old time, it's a temple. I'm a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dancer and this is in India.
Mm-hmm.
And I was constantly raped.
Mm-hmm.
So there is this sexual trauma that has been going on. And it seems like, even though in this life it has been a good life, But there is still that pain, and there is still that resonance that has flowed through in this particular life. And
Maybe
I'm
that is the
hoping.
reason. Maybe that is the reason, because of the depression,
Yep,
because you had past life
exactly,
trauma, and there's a
exactly.
connection. There is a
There is
connection.
total connection. There's
Yeah.
total connection. And the fact that I've been able to, I think, break that connection with the depression at least,
Yeah.
because now for 8 years, I'm pharma free. I'm
Brilliant.
pharma free. I have,
Brilliant.
yes. And I teach people now, and I try and convince them that they do not need anything that is medical or chemical rather, because the earth has medicine for everything if they have a problem. Yes, and the earth gives you everything that you need, and everything is within you because God is within you.
Right.
And I have read
So,
many masters, many lives, which you might have read, that's based on the past life experiences. And what I understood from that book is your experience, you just experience same thing again and again till you learn your lesson. So maybe something that you would like to share with people, so that, if we are also experiencing something similar, not like exactly like what you experience, but maybe similar, which we are just, it's kind of repetition again and again. How do we come out of that cycle?
I think first of all, being aware of what it is that you're doing over and over again is the only way that you can change things, and to take control of that particular pain in your life. For me, it has been body issues, right? So there was always a sexual connotation to your body until you realize that it is not of the outside, and whatever it is that you feel is from within you, you can control it.
got it.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't really thought about this like in such an analytic way. I've just been going through the moves right now because I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I don't think I will be at that stage where I say, oh, I know it all,
right.
You were going to ask something, Ekta?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. Now you said you are healing people. So, and you mentioned before when we were having our informal chat that you are a Reiki practitioner, Reiki master. I'm
Yes,
also a Reiki
yes.
master. So, yeah,
Oh,
how did you get into that
so that
after
was part of,
coming back?
yeah, part of my journey with going to the Amazon, coming back here, having that whole wonderful experience, getting rid of pharmaceuticals in my life, and it's strange, or that's what life's gifts are. It was with Kiran, because she came here to celebrate her birthday with me in Canada,
Right.
and she wanted to do her eyebrows. You know how it is, we Indian girls, we want to do our eyebrows. So we went looking for this place, and we happened to notice a place, and we walked into it. And it was a Reiki master who actually had a little business of doing, Indian aesthetics. So she introduced me to Reiki. And again, it was one of those things, it just flowed. It just flows, right? And so I learned, and I practiced, and I totally am a believer, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to practice.
Yeah.
But you know what? I would really like to do it full time.
Yeah.
And but like, how life is, you just kind of have to work as well. You have to eat, you have to drink, you have to have a house. So I still don't have the courage to let go of that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I say I'm on a continuous journey, to get there, and hopefully one day have my dream spiritual world Yeah.
That's fantastic. It's a beautiful journey that you have just told us, Mariana. Wanted to ask you, I mean, while doing this Reiki healing, have you, touched upon something or, kind of healed or some experience that you can share with us?
Not really, not particularly. I think a lot of work that needs to happen is on myself, because as I was telling you about past traumas and stuff like that,
Right,
I am still struggling with the pain body,
right,
because you hold your pain within your body, you hold your
right.
past life within your body, and I'm still working on that.
I
And
wanted to know
Reiki is
about
helping me do
your
that.
client. I wanted to understand about your clients. I mean, the one who you would have, kind of healed or brought into,
I don't have too many stories to talk about,
right.
unfortunately, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, Mariana, is there something that you could do for everybody, like whoever is listening to this video, maybe kind of small prayer or healing, so that they can benefit out of that? If you can possibly
Okay.
2 minutes.
Yes. How about everybody just close their eyes? I won't be saying anything, but my intention is for you to be healed, for your past life to be healed, for your present life to have all the blessings of the world, everything that the universe has in store for you. Divine love, divine power, divine light, divine energy, divine healing, divine protection, divine mercy. Satnam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mariana. This was beautiful, and thanks for coming over. And it
So
was a
much.
complete story now.
Thank
From
you.
Kiran
Thank
Dedi
you for having me.
started telling, and then now you have given a closure to the story for our viewers.
Thank you so much.